Previously on Ghost Hunters Academy, a new class of cadets began their training with an ominous warning from Jason.
And at the end of every investigation, there will be an elimination.
Steve's group heard voices on the infamous 5th floor of Waverly Hills.
Did you guys hear that?
I did, yeah.
That footsteps. There it was again.
And Tango's group encountered ghostly footsteps from above.
Oh, those are definitely steps. Do you guys hear the walking up here? Do.
Adam and Rosalind's performance made them group leaders and the cadets to beat.
Might be awesome this week, but it could be a bad day for you next week.
But Natalie became the first cadet to be eliminated.
One of the most important things is always being together. You're not a solo investigator. If you want to do that, we don't want you. There's the door.
Who will be next to fall under Jason's hammer?
Hey gang, we're going to Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. We've been there a few times.
Yes, had a lot of luck there, a lot of activity.
Nice.
It's a big place, multiple buildings, so you have your work cut out for you.
You guys excited?
Yes.
Yes.
I really like what I'm seeing from the cadets so far. You know, they all seem to be really sharp and sort of developing their own ideas and taking what we've told them, the foundation we've given them, and expanding on that. Hey guys, look right up there.
Wow.
We're here.
Lunatic Asylum. I think another opportunity I can prove myself to Steve and Tango and stay ahead of the game.
All right, guys, behind you, you can see Trans-Allegheny, of course. You know, when Jason and Grant were here investigating, some weird things happened. And it's a big place, so it's going to be a pretty strenuous investigation and setup.
My intention as group leader is to keep the group focused, have them move quickly and efficiently, but also make good use of time because we really do want to get to investigating.
During the elimination at Waverly, I realized this is a competition, and I need to apply that in my next investigation. I'm just gonna bust my butt, and hopefully that will make me stand out.
All right, guys, excited?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of fun in there. So, Rosalind and Adam, as group leaders, if you guys want to just keep an eye out for wherever you think center command would be a good spot.
Okay.
Okay?
Great.
So let's go in. We'll go meet Rebecca, and we'll get on the tour.
Okay, let's go.
Be back.
Hi there.
Welcome to 1880 radiation. So you come up with the shock therapies, the lobotomies, and what they used to call thumb therapy, where they would actually just beat up the patient. First up, we're going to head up to the 3rd floor auditorium. You guys can follow me?
Okay.
So here we are. This is the auditorium, guys. Now, what's so interesting about this auditorium is that we hear knocks, taps.
Have any apparitions been seen in here?
Actually, yes. We've actually had something walking in the main door onto this floor. Okay, anybody have any more questions? No, perfect. Well, let's go right out into the hallway. You guys are gonna love this experience. This floor is kind of famous for several different things. There's a few murders that happened up here as well. This is the floor with both of the most violent wards, and it's where the worst of the absolute worst would have been held here.
Any record of how many people have passed away here?
In this facility, you're going to find the most murders and suicides, one of which he'd actually put a bedpost through his head. And they would typically come in and have between 5 and 10 death certificates every weekend.
Did you see that, Jay?
Yeah. Was it crouched down?
Dude, the guy just freaking crouched down in the corner. It disappeared.
I saw something that looked like it was in a white,
like
long thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And it took off.
Okay, guys, next we're going to head down to the stretcher room, right down behind you guys, right down the steps.
Okay.
I had a couple people down in here, and we seen this shadow start to appear. And you could tell he had one of these round hats on, like the patients used to wear here. And it just kept filling out till you seen it was a man. It was just like a real person standing in front of us.
Well, this is the forensics unit. At one point in time, they had to transport a lot of the women over here. And they're having all kinds of problems in here. They keep going up to the guard saying, there's men in here, there's men in here. And finally, the nurses checked it out, and there actually was a man standing right down here by this door. When they got up to it to check it out, there was nobody there.
Did the people who worked here also saw the figure, or was it just the mentally?
Actually, everybody saw it.
Everyone?
Yes, everybody saw that.
Yep. Gang, this building here is pretty special to me. I think to Tango as well.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We had so much fun last time we were in this building. I mean, we had experiences.
A lot of activities.
I heard movement.
I heard that. What was it? Laughter.
That sounded like a female laughing. Is there somebody here with us?
Holy.
Tango. What? That was a lot of noise. That was a lot of noise, man.
Yeah, that was awesome.
All right, guys. Well, that wraps up our tour.
I have a question just for Rosalind and Adam. I've heard neither one of you bother to ask, where there's power, looking for outlets, and now you're gonna have to run around the entire building looking when you have someone right here that could have just answered it for you. All right, guys.
Good luck.
Let's hit it.
No problem.
Well, what is this room right here?
We want to get something that's near the staircase.
Here. Yeah, there's no power.
You want to try the second floor? I went on a tour with the intention of looking for outlets, but it never even occurred to us to ask the client if those outlets had live power.
I don't
It's
see
a nice
any.
size room.
I don't see any.
See any outlets, though. So that was a big mistake we made, and as a result, we wasted some time.
We have this power.
This might work.
We've located Central Command.
Some of the skill sets I have are that I'm a film student, so I know how to use a lot of camera equipment and audio equipment. I kind of have a background in that. I'm a good troubleshooter. Filmmaking is all about troubleshooting all the time.
Okay, Steve, how's it looking?
Okay, I think I'm just seeing the floor right now. Okay, they're gonna come up a little more, please.
Right there.
Okay, that looks better.
All right, guys, we're good.
All right, so we got these angles tweaked. If you guys just want to let me know why you chose, these 3 locations. We have camera 1 here, of course, is that hallway.
We picked that location because it is pointing towards where the apparition was seen, and also to the left of that is the auditorium, where an apparition was also seen in that doorway.
Okay, so that's good. You killed 2 birds with 1 stone there. Who chose this particular spot?
I did.
Okay, nice job, Rosalind. Next camera here.
The stretcher room.
Okay, that looks good. So you got your cameras up and ready to start our investigation. So what do you think we do from here?
Lights out.
We are currently in the stretcher room. It's Michelle, Eric, Rosalind, and Dan. This is where they've heard a little girl, in addition to one spirit that supposedly pulled the girl through the doorway.
My name is Michelle, and this is my good friend Eric, and we've come to talk to you. We're over here in the room with the stretchers. I believe it's room 370.
Does it bother you that we're here tonight? I got a 0.4. I went from a 0.2 to a 0.4.
That's not significant enough. I like working in a group 99% of the time, but it's still a competition, and we're all vying for that one spot.
Is there somebody out here with us? What was that? Think we should go towards it? Come on down, guys. Was that you making that sound? Could you make it again? Okay, we'll go. This little area here, I wonder what this is here on the right.
Is there a guy down there? Is there a guy down there that just went into that room?
What did you say? Which one?
Someone just walked in this room.
Go ahead.
I saw a male figure, very dark, very defined, kind of crouch down, go into the room, and I thought it was a person. I've never seen a shadow that looked that solid in my life.
Interesting.
That was very weird.
It's cool they saw that shadow, in that building, because that's where Jason and Grant saw that same shadow the last time that they were here.
I'm just gonna peek out here and see where these guys are. Eric, where are you going?
We're gonna stand right
We're just
here
seeing if we
and
can
just
see
see
anything.
if anything could play tricks on the eyes.
If you're gonna do something like that, you gotta tell me so that we're all on the same page.
Well, okay, I'm sorry, but we're 20 feet away.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, even before you move that far away, let me know.
All right. I walked 20 feet away to try to disprove a shadow that one person claimed to have seen, and you know, basically got reprimanded for that. 20 feet away.
Come down here when you're done.
Okay.
I was really surprised that Eric and I butted heads and that he reacted so strongly. Frankly, I was kind of blindsided by it.
Steve, to the group in the stretcher room, please.
Go for Rosalind.
Hey, Rosalind. Do you want to take your group there and head over to the nurses' ward?
Copy that.
Do we not want to... Oh, never mind. When Steve radioed for us to leave, Rosalind said, all right, let's go. And I was a little disappointed because I saw that shadow and I really wanted to get answers. So now I'm leaving this area with unanswered questions. Some of my friends might be down here later, so maybe you'll get to speak with them. Thank you.
Let's get it started.
This is Adam, Steve, Vera, and Brett, and we are in the forensics room.
Perfect. That's all you need. So we took the cadets into the forensics building. I really wanted to see how they would utilize their mini DVs and EMF detectors. So guys, remember, this was an all-female ward. All patients and staff were female. And the reports here are of a male figure being seen over by the door. All right, good. Vera's getting her base readings here. How about an introduction, gang, so that whatever's here with us may feel a little more comfortable in interacting with you, right?
Hello, my name is Adam. It's a pleasure to meet you. This is my friend Brett and Vera. We've come a long way, and if you would like to talk with us, we're here for your support.
Did you get a sweep over next to this door here?
Not too close yet.
Okay.
I'm actually really excited about investigating in Transylvania just because I do have a background as a psychiatric nurse, and I feel that I can relate to the pain and suffering some of the patients went through, and hopefully I can connect with something.
Again, we're just here to communicate, and we want to be your friend, and if you're willing to talk with us, we'd love for you to join us. Do you want us to be here?
You know, I happen to be a nurse.
That's excellent. Trying to, get a common ground, something for whatever may be here to relate with.
If there's someone in here with us, can you make a sound for us? Can you come over to our EMF detector, this little box in Vera's hand? Just maybe pass by, and it'll spike, and we'll know that you're here. Is that you? If you made a sound, can you make it again? Did you just knock?
Do you guys want to walk that way?
Yes.
Okay.
If that was you, don't be afraid to do it again. Let's just come towards us. Vera's holding a little box in her hand. And if you come up to her, it will allow us to detect you and then possibly start a conversation with you.
Shh. What is that? Did anyone just whisper in my right ear just now? While investigating, I heard a whisper in my right ear along with a breeze, like something touching my right ear. And that kind of scared me a little bit, but I continue investigating.
Did your reading change, Vera?
It's 0.1, 0.2, just back and forth. Just good.
Hey, gang, I hear a lot of good things, but I sort of see you guys saying the same things over and over again, Can we get a noise? Here's my black box, all this and that. But if that hasn't worked yet, why continue with the same thing and the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think we should focus a little bit of attention?
Just before we continue, just a quick question. Did anybody just say Vera? Just before we continue, just a quick question. Did anybody just say Vera?
I didn't.
I didn't.
No, I did not.
You heard something say Vera?
It was similar, a whisper again in my right ear. And it's bothering me a little bit. While investigating in the forensics building, I heard a whisper in my right ear, but I continue investigating. The second time I heard the whisper, I thought somebody sort of said my name, along with another breeze going along my right ear. I don't know what that was. I really appreciate you trying to talk to me. That's what I'm here for. I really want to talk to you. I really wanted everybody to hear the same things that I was hearing or feeling. Hopefully we caught something in either the mini DV or the recorder as an EPP.
This is Michelle, Rosie, Eric, and Dan in the bathroom on the first floor. All right, guys, if y'all will help me, I think I can use this. I'm gonna get in the hot tub, bathtub thing. Might kind of encourage a response. Well, I decided to get in the tub, which could have possibly used for electroshock therapy, because I thought it might encourage some paranormal behaviors.
Don't slip.
I'm good.
Watch your step.
Yeah. As a criminal justice major, I'm going to have an advantage over the other investigators. I've learned about the criminally insane, and I've learned about murders, so I think I'm gonna know better questions to ask, and I think my thought process will be more logical for an asylum investigation. Ew. There's bugs. Okay.
We have somebody here in this tub. Can you tell us a little bit about what happened here in this bathtub? Were you treated here?
Is there anyone in here with us?
I can tell you, it is uncomfortable.
Was it uncomfortable for you? Was it painful?
I'm gonna readjust in here. I'm gonna move to a different spot. Could you join me in the bathtub? Rosie, can I borrow that EMF detector? I've got a weird uneasiness on this side. Gotta put on my flashlight. Here. Thank you. It's just weird. 0.4, 0.2.
We'd love to continue talking to you, but I have to admit, we're getting a little concerned that maybe there's no one here with us. You guys feel like you're ready to move on, or do you want to spend more time here in this room?
Yeah, I think we should move on.
That's what I'm thinking. We got to see if we can cover a little more of this hallway before we run out of time.
This is Adam, Vera, and Brett, third floor auditorium and hallway. Hello? If there's anyone here with us on this floor, we're gonna go into the theater. You know, I really want my group to stay focused. I want them to really pay attention, and I really want to make Stephen Tango proud. Just get a base reading.
Point 2, 0.3.
Can you make a knock or a tap?
0.3.
Steady.
3.3.
If that's you, you're gonna have to do a little bit better so we can hear you.
0.4.
We thank you so much for coming by.
Steady 0.4.
Is there something over here, maybe?
Yeah, go toward the source. Go forward.
I just got a 0.9.
You got a 0.9?
I wonder what's behind these doors.
Here, let me move it. Keep a flashlight on. Let me just open it, see if we can.
1.1.
What is in there?
1.2. 1.3. My EMF detector started spiking, and I got confused because it was really going up and down, and I don't know what to make out of that.
Where is it coming from? We need to find a source.
Let's go outside to the other side.
Let's check over here. This box in that room, actually.
Oh.
This whole pipe.
Could it be then?
Yeah, click, check.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that right there.
1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5.
For us to go and actually find where the high EMFs were coming from, I think that shows that we are smart, that we are not gonna like just give up and just assume that it's paranormal.
All right, the auditorium. So, you guys remember the claims?
Yep.
Yes.
The claim to have seen apparitions here and heard knocking. Rosalind, being the group leader, what would you like to do?
Well, what I would like to do is maybe we'll spend a little time doing an EVP session.
Okay.
Get things established.
Cool. This is the real deal now.
In a group, I tend to be a natural leader. When I'm working with a group, it seems that I inevitably end up taking on a leadership role, whether it's something that I seek out or something that other people just naturally ask me to do.
If there's anyone here who would like to communicate, there's several different ways in which you could do it right now. One would be leaving us a message on this device that I'm holding in my hand. I'm gonna set it down on this white box over here. If you'd like to speak to us, please do so. So this room is one of the few rooms in the whole facility that actually brought a little bit of joy to some people.
Did you ever come to dances here?
Is there someone here who'd like to communicate with us?
If you are with us, can you knock? Make a sound similar to this right here?
What was that? Did that come out into the hallway?
I think we should go towards it. Come on, guys.
Is it coming from
Does
this
anybody have
way?
an idea of which way it was coming from?
Let's try this one more time. Can you make a knocking sound like this right here?
Can you try it one more time, please?
Are you happy that we've come here to visit?
Can you knock like this?
Did you guys hear that?
Yes.
Oh. Let's go.
How many bats are in there?
Well, there's probably gonna be more than one bat.
1.2.
There's that bat. Just keep going, find it. Don't worry about me. I'm gonna duck.
Oh, man.
Can you knock like this?
Did you guys hear that?
Yes.
Let's go. Wow. Keep down this way, guys. Turn it off recorder.
I don't have a flashlight. That was you? Could you do that again so that we could come closer? We're not going to hurt you.
Please try again. Make that sound.
While outside in the auditorium, we heard a loud noise coming from down the hallway.
Can you move one of these doors?
If you guys don't mind, can I get the digital recorder and EMF detector and move down this direction with it?
Yeah, let me go with you.
Right here.
You guys stay there, please.
You keep watch this way.
Just be a second.
Did you guys have a recorder with you? Is your recorder on?
I had a recorder over there that I took.
Okay.
That was on.
Pointed this way?
It was pointed this way.
Perfect.
But then I picked it up and I walked down and I turned it off. Is that okay?
Oh, I'm sorry?
I turned it off after I heard a noise.
Really?
It was playing for a while, then I walked down here and I turned it off.
I don't know what he was thinking. I don't really understand what happened. He's telling me he consciously stopped the recorder after he heard the noise. And that's just insane to me. So you decided to come in here and then turn it off? I mean, is that what happened?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened, yes.
Okay, you understand that that's crazy, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, but at least we got the noise. Put the recorder back on, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just had a brain freeze. Wasn't thinking. I know I shouldn't have done that afterwards, but I guess kick myself in the butt for it. Are you alone? Is someone or something keeping you here?
Just want to give it a little more time.
Okay.
Yeah. For him to answer. Is there someone here with us who wants to communicate?
We're only going to be here a little bit longer. So if you'd like to speak with us, now's your chance.
We spent some time in the hallway, and nothing else happened. We just had a series of noises and things that we couldn't explain.
The groups have been there investigating for quite some time, and Tango and I are going to test them on phantom smells. And it happens to us quite often where you smell cigars or cigarettes or roses, and some of them may be legitimate phantom smells, and some of them, actually most of them, we can find the source for. The things I do for our class, I'm afraid of heights. So Tango and I are going to sit outside the window and blow some cigar smoke into a room that they should be investigating next to.
So we want to see if they're going to follow protocol and procedures correctly, to see if they follow the smell and find us.
We're in Ward I in the East Wing.
I can hear him. Get down. That's the
So my name's Brett. What's your name?
You can hear the echo. Yeah, they're right next to me. I can hear him.
If you're anywhere within the sound of my voice and you want to talk with us, please join us in the hallway.
I smell cigarettes.
I smell cigarettes.
Too. Is that you smoking?
It's working. It's working.
Uh-oh, somebody's gonna get in trouble.
They're using it as ammo. Is that you smoking?
It smells really strong.
It's not gonna open.
It smells almost like a cigar.
Yeah. I smell it right
right here is so strong. There's a window open over here. It has to be coming outside this window.
Yeah, it smells so strong.
Is there anybody outside smoking?
Don't you dare.
Smoking a cigar out there, buddy?
Cigar, man.
Good job, gang.
Thanks.
Give me a little high five here. Now, guys, don't say anything to the other group about this, because we got to get them, too, right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say a thing.
All right, good job.
I understand that they really have to test us, and I'm really proud of my team. We smelled it out, you know. We used the nose. We're like beagles in the night. You know, A+ for us.
So this is the east wing of the first floor. I'd like to walk all the way down to the end, and we can work our way back to the middle.
I just got a coconut smell. And I smell cigarettes.
She smelled cigarette smell.
Cigarettes probably be coming from outside.
Rosalind, as the group leader, just dismissed it instantly.
Instantly dismissed it.
I smell cigarettes. Do you smell that?
Could be coming from outside.
I do smell it right here.
Well, hold on just one second. Let's check this out before...
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to be in here, though.
It's in the hallway.
Group leader is being ripped right from under her.
Yeah.
It seems fainter to me. Let's head on down to the end.
Yeah.
Rosalind failed by saying, just forget about it. She failed.
Surprising for Rosalind.
It's extremely strong right here.
Eric is doing well, too. Him and Michelle.
This window is open.
Look at that. She did it. Michelle did it.
Yes, Michelle.
Is that a person over there?
She did it.
Hey, guys.
What are you getting, Eric?
There's a ladder outside this window.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying
You're
somebody
saying the
might be
ladder?
blowing smoke in here.
You know, unfortunately, Rosalind's group didn't do so well, except for Michelle and Eric. You know, they really wanted to find that smell. Hey, Adam, you want to start getting lights up and start breaking down? We're going to wrap this up.
Copy that.
Let's get all the gear into the RV, and we'll head out of here, okay?
Okay. All right.
I am a little concerned about whether or not I will be invited back. I really did think I was doing well investigation-wise. And, you know, I think it's regrettable if I was sent home because I failed to respond properly to the test versus my overall investigation. But in the end, these guys know what they want, they know what they're looking for, and it's possible that I'm not the person for the job.
Tay and I are getting ready for analysis with the cadets. You know, hopefully we'll be able to help them find some good stuff, at least some things that we can present to Jason.
I'm excited to move on to analysis. I think that we should have caught some interesting things. I think we set up the cameras in the right positions. I think we asked the right questions during the EMF and EVP sessions, and I'm excited to get on it.
I am so excited to get into analysis. This is the second best part. I mean, this is where you get to see if personal experiences can be backed up by evidence, and I can wait.
My search for the paranormal is driven by disbelief. And I say that only because if you set out to debunk something, when you can't debunk it or disprove it, your evidence is stronger.
All right, so, you know, we went through all of the evidence and picked out the pieces that may sort of shine through the others.
Yes, okay. So this first one I have here, this is a piece from Eric. All right, so can you explain where this was again to everyone?
This one here, we were in the auditorium, and Daniel asked the question, were you one of the ones who was murdered here? And immediately after he finishes the sentence, I mean, within a second, there's the female reply.
Huh, all right, that's cool. Let's take a listen.
Are you one of the patients that were murdered here?
It was
like
after.
right at the end of the sentence.
I heard it.
It sounded almost like a female.
Mm-hmm. Are you one of the patients that were murdered here?
Still questionable in my mind.
Okay.
All right, Adam found this next clip here. Now take a close look. This is not for audio.
Again, my name is Adam. It's a pleasure to meet you. We don't mean any disrespect or harm.
Anybody see anything there?
The door?
Did the door move?
Okay, the door does in fact move.
It's so crazy.
So did you guys enjoy yourselves over here at Trans-Allegheny?
Yes.
Yeah, interesting location. Really is. So how'd the investigation go?
The investigation, I think, went really, really well. I know at one point we ran a test, and my group, which was Adam, Brett, and Vera, the whole team picked up on the smell of the cigar.
Mm. So how'd your group do?
I have to say, not as good as Steve's group. Almost pretty much the opposite. You guys smelt the smell, the cigar smell, and Rosalind being the group leader, you dismissed it instantly.
Without even investigating it?
Without even investigating it. And you just said you just assumed it was someone smoking outside.
So what were we able to catch evidence-wise?
All right, this first clip here was actually found by Brett.
The whisper that I heard, it sounds kind of strange, and it sounds like I can make out what it is saying.
All right, take a listen here, Jay.
Honestly, what it sounds like to me is hear me, but I don't know if that's what you're hearing.
Mine was close, actually. I thought it said Hinckley. Like, it sounded like maybe somebody's last name.
That's neat. That's a good catch.
Thanks.
I would think that that piece is paranormal.
Nice job, Brad.
Thanks.
All right, so what else have we got?
All right, we got another piece here we're going to show you. Adam actually found this piece reviewing the evidence here.
We were in Ward C, which is just off the auditorium on the 3rd floor. The camera pans from left to right, and you'll see something on the right side, and it caught my attention, and I think it's really cool to bring it to you.
Okay.
Again, my name is Adam. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Watch that door.
We don't mean any disrespect or harm. We're here on a friendly...
There's a stationary point here. You can actually see the door moving. There's space. The door starts to move from a stopped position, moves, stops again, maybe moves a little bit more.
Right.
So do you think it's paranormal, Adam?
I do, yeah, and I would present it to the client.
Okay. What about you, Michelle?
I think this is paranormal. I think the fact that it stops makes it really cool.
Eric?
You probably won't believe this, but I'm going to say no, simply because there's a lot more questions in my mind watching this right here. You can't see the top of the door, you can't see the bottom of the door, there's people in the room. I mean, it's definitely interesting, but I got too many unanswered questions in my mind. My search for the paranormal is for truth. I am a believer, but I approach everything from the skeptical point of view.
Would you show this to a client if you had the chance?
But right now, that's not enough for me to say yes.
You know what I really like about you, Eric, is no matter what everybody else thinks, they can think 100% different than you. You don't care. You're just going to call it as you see it. I think that's really important. It's a good catch. I'm happy to see that you noticed that, but I'm with you on this one, man. I agree with you, Eric. There's a lot of unanswered things there. We're in a building that some of the windows are cracked. It could be a breeze. It could be anything. All right, so what else?
All right.
Eric, this is your piece. Would you like to explain to Jay?
This one here was on the 3rd floor inside the auditorium. You'll hear Daniel ask the question, were you one of the ones who was murdered here? And probably less than a half a second after he finishes his sentence, you will hear a female, seems to be a reply.
Okay.
Are you one of the patients that were murdered here?
Well, the first one definitely sounds female, but it's really just quick. I don't know if it's a yeah or if it's... What do you make of that?
I like it because he asked the question, and I hear a yes. I don't know if you were able to make that out.
It sounds similar to that. It's definitely a quick, one-syllable word, boom.
Are you one of the patients that were murdered here?
The only thing that's kind of strange is that the claims were that 2 guys were murdered there, and it does sound like a female saying yes. So that kind of throws me off a little bit.
Dan, we've been over this a few times. What's the definition of an intelligent haunting?
It's when you get a response to a question, or if it's...
No.
Or...
What's an intelligent haunting?
Intelligent haunting?
Right.
Intelligent haunting.
It's a haunting that can interact with one of us.
Which means it would have thought, maybe, a thought process,
Yes.
and possibly free will. So why would you get caught up wondering if the story's guys there, but we're hearing a female voice? An intelligent spirit could go anywhere it wanted to in that building, you know?
That makes sense.
Definitely seems out of place, and the nice thing is that it happens directly after a question's asked. So, nice catch.
Thank you.
All right, so what else?
All right. This is actually a backup to a personal experience.
At the beginning of the investigation, I thought I heard and felt a whisper. And then I mentioned, did anyone just say my name?
Let's take a listen.
This meant the world to me just because I was able to share it with everyone.
That's good. It's definitely a nice catch. And, yeah, to me, I have to agree. It sounds like it's saying your name. Steve, Dave, how do you guys feel your group leader did?
I think he did really good. I really do. I think Adam did a good job.
Thank you.
Dave?
I hate to say it, but Rosalind, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. The communication was pretty bad, and I saw some bossiness, and it just went downhill. It kept going downhill. You couldn't pick yourself back up. Someone else had to do that for you, you know, and you didn't shine that night.
I mean, I know there were times Eric and I were having conflict because, you know, he kept going off on his own, and I was trying to keep the group together and focused.
I was 20 feet away at times. I can spit that far. I don't really think that was wandering away. I felt I was very respectful in the way I brought up any suggestions. And immediately they were just shot down. You know, sometimes before I even finished my sentence.
I thought I was getting along fine with everybody.
But you need to be sure that you guys are all working as one unit. And I could tell there's some, you know, some frustration in some of the group members.
All right, guys, well, when it comes down to it, there's 7 of you left. Steve, which cadet do you think did the best?
For me, I gotta say Michelle. I mean, this investigation, you blew me away, you really did. So I think I'd like to make, you know, Michelle one of the group leaders this time.
Thank you.
Tango, what do you?
For me, I mean, to get straight to it, you know, Adam, nothing pressured you to the point where you broke down. You worked very well with the group, and I'd like you to be the leader again.
All right, well, Adam, Michelle, you guys are the leaders. Why don't you guys head out to the RV?
Being a group leader is extremely exciting. I've been waiting for this opportunity, and I think a lot of eyes are on me because I'm only 19, but I'm gonna show them what I can do, and I hope Steve and Tingle will be proud.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go talk in the RV, and we'll have our decision when we get back. Well, guys, I think it comes down between Rosalind and Dan.
I agree.
So let's go over the 5 taps qualities and see where they stand. Honesty?
They're both really honest.
I don't see any honesty issues whatsoever.
Composure-wise?
Their composure's good. Even Dan, and he seems to be the wettest of them all.
Well, technically, how are they?
Dan, not so good. You know, he just doesn't seem to have a grasp on the equipment. Did you guys have a recorder with you? Is your recorder on?
I had a recorder over there that I turned it off after I heard a noise.
Really?
It was playing for a while, then I walked down here and I turned it off.
Rosalind seems okay. You know, she has prior experience, and they've used some of this equipment before, but he definitely seems lost when it comes to the equipment.
And I still can't believe he turned off that recorder.
How were they with their skepticism?
Rosalind, she may be a little too much of a skeptic.
Right. She'll dismiss something without even checking it out.
Like the cigar test, you know? I mean, she completely said everything was contamination instantly. And she was group leader. Yeah, so Rosalind isn't very patient either. She's not being patient enough to go find out exactly what it is.
It's time to go send someone home.
Hey.
Rosalind, one of the real major concern for me is the whole fact that you really didn't care about the whole cigar smell that was coming in, that you didn't head out and try to investigate it. And to just totally let that go out the window when you're smelling it at that time, it makes absolutely no sense to me. I have to be honest.
I agree. I mean, I knew afterwards that I'd made a huge mistake, and, you know, I regretted it.
Dan, I've seen some things that you've done. I mean, one example, I'm sure you know what I'm going to be talking about, was we heard a loud noise and possible evidence, and I just don't understand the thought process behind turning a recorder off after you hear something that could be potential evidence.
I thought I was kind of implementing what you told me to do.
All right.
In that instant.
I mean, I just don't see it.
Guys, when it comes down to it, there's 5 of you left. It's no fun, but it's a competition. Somebody does have to go home. Dan, you're dismissed.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Good luck, guys.
Thanks. It's okay. It's okay. I have to tell you, I was shocked that they picked Dan. You know, I was pretty much certain that I was going home.
I thought the evaluation went a little rough. I thought I had a better chance of staying a little bit longer, and I don't think I had enough time to show my true potential.